Hi everyone, this is me, and today I'm celebrating reaching 500 subscribers on my teeny tiny little YouTube channel. Now this is very exciting for me, even though I know that in the world of YouTube, 500 subscribers is really a tiny drop in the ocean. To celebrate this occasion, I thought I'd tell you a little bit more about me and the genesis of this channel. My channel name is Mayan, and it is a combination of my nickname as well as part of my real name. I'm 54 years old this year. I've been happily married for more than 20 years and I have a son and a daughter. I work full-time in marketing and I dabble in YouTube and many other hobbies in my free time. I was born, raised and educated in Singapore. I started this channel in July 2021 to sort of document for myself my journey in the James Jirayu fandom. Now, James Jirayu is a young actor in Thailand who is very talented and very handsome. I was never a fangirl before. I had kind of skipped from interest to interest over the years. I discovered his dramas and I thought he was so cute. So purely by accident, I made friends with this lovely lady, Ingfa, who is a fan subber and a member of James Jirayu's largest fan club in Thailand, and I started working with her on translations. Ingfa and some of our other friends in Thailand would translate Thai into English, and myself and my wonderful friend Greta from the Philippines would work on the English version. And because I had so much fun and I had always wanted to learn Thai, this really spurred me on to take up Thai lessons. So now I can understand Thai pretty well. I can't speak that well because unfortunately I haven't been able to go to Thailand for the last 2 years because of the pandemic. So it's a little bit hard for me to practice conversation. My very first video, which is still my most viewed videos with 9,000 plus views, was called How I Accidentally Met James Jirayu. Now in 2019, I was so deep into the James Jirayu fandom that I went to Thailand, I think about 6 times, mostly related to James events. This was a brand new experience to me. And besides being quite intrigued by James the star, what really sucked me in was the community of fans. I have made some really good friends and I really care about these ladies so much. And this has really held up throughout the pandemic where I was unable to visit them, because I find that while my interest in James has waned slightly, how much I care about my friends from the fandom has not changed at all. So if you're interested, I have a whole playlist of my journeys to Thailand, as well as when James came to Singapore, which was super exciting because of course I got to host all my friends. You'll also get to see how terrible some of my early videos were. The lighting was terrible, the sound was barely audible. I'm not much better now. There are times when my videos come out looking pretty nice, and there are other times when the color is all jacked, but you know, I don't really have the time or energy to refilm and re-edit since this is really a hobby. But I try my best. So as my interest in James' work started to dip, my interest in the Untamed and 魔道祖师 and the MXTX books started to gain ground. And this is also related to the James G fandom because my friend Ingfa had been trying to persuade me to watch the Untamed since it aired in 2019. And me, being stupid and stubborn, I refused to do it until 2020. When I finally watched it and fell headlong into the Untamed, followed by 魔道祖师 and the MXTX novels, with a side order of Wang Yibo adoration. So falling into fandom has been such a wonderful experience for me. I've made friends, I've learned a new language, I'm improving my Mandarin, you know, after 30 over years of neglecting it. And I've discovered the joy that buying merch brings to me. When I first entered the James Jirayu fandom and started doing this, you know, pilgrimages to Thailand to follow him around to obscure events, I did worry about what people in my real life would think of me. My immediate family have been very supportive. My daughter herself is at the age where, you know, K-pop and C-pop just consume her life. My son doesn't really have an opinion, but he's not against it. And my husband has been the most wonderful, supportive man, tolerating and even enabling some of this fan craziness. So in the past, I was a lot more concerned about my professional image, and I would never have ever let slip in the office that I found certain 20-plus-year-old Thai or Chinese actors super handsome and were hanging pictures of them in my bedroom and collecting merch and things like that, because I thought it would reflect badly on me. But I came to a point where I thought, I'm just going to do what I like. As long as I don't harm anyone, why should I really care whether people approve or not? So I'm quite open about it in my workplace, not about YouTube, but about the fact that I love Wang Yibo and Mo Dao Zu Shi, and I have merch all over my office. It now happens quite often that some of my colleagues will come into my room just to see what new merch I have up, and I think they find me a little quirky, a little strange, and I don't think it has affected their impression of me as long as I keep up my professional work. So that was a very long story. So my channel now is focused mainly on the MXTX world, especially Mo Dao Zu Shi, because I love this story so much. I mean, sometimes I can't understand why I love this story so much. I just do. And of course, I love Wang Yibo, but I try not to talk about him online in case I get trolled. Mo Dao Zu Shi has really spurred me to dig a lot deeper into my own culture, and I am enjoying the journey every bit of the way. So that's a lot of talking, and that is something you might find in my videos. I'm still not very good at filming or editing or any of that tech stuff, but I'm learning. But I sure have a lot of opinions. So if you enjoy my content, please follow me and let me know if there is something you'd like me to do or talk about, because I'm always open to ideas. And thank you once again to anybody who has ever supported my channel, whether it's watching a video, subscribing, leaving a comment. I really appreciate it. I never thought that anybody would be interested in anything I had to say on YouTube. So thank you again so much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Till next time, take care and stay safe everyone. Bye!